MLB The Show's coverage of Wednesday Night Baseball brings us to Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball comes your way next. Tyson Ross will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer, Delino DeShields. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Previously against Tyson Ross, he's got 1 hit in 17 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Choo hits a little over the 270 mark. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Runners off for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
3-2 to the Rangers' designated hitter.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. DeShields breaks from the bag. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's not easy to do. To steal third off a catcher that has an elite arm like this. Great base running there.
The 2-0 finds the zone, strike one.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last three pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Coming to the plate now, Joey Gallo. We show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The 2-1 taken, strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an ending double play.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Coming in for his first at-bat, Justin Smoke, and he's someone they're going to have to watch out for. You can see he's been a tough out over the last couple of series. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Genmar Gomez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Now at the plate, John Hicks. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. There is Andrus. And there's one down now. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the Oklahoma State product, Jordy Mercer. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. 0-2 to Jordy Mercer. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Heading out towards shallow right. In comes Mazzara. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Settling in now, Miguel Cabrera, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average. Without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Career numbers against Genmar Gomez. Comes in with 6 hits in 17 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. Fastball just inside.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt, and the throw to first ends the inning. We'll move on to the 2nd inning here at Comerica Park with no score. Here's Rougned Odor now. Last night a big one for him as he drove in 6 runs. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Batting 7th, the right fielder, number 30.
Stepping up now, Nomar Mazzara. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to count to Nomar Mazzara. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Cabrera just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together, or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Swing and a liner, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
In now, Delino DeShields, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He worked a walk to open up the ball game. Comes set, the 0-1. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Swing, and he pops him up. Goodrum ranging into the outfield. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Rangers leave a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Nick Castellanos now. Career numbers against Genmar Gomez. He's 2 for 4. He also has 1 home run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Up next steps Kristen Stewart, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be two. Andrus to smoke at first, and they get them both.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Into the box, Nico Goodrum. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Ready now, Shin-Soo Choo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Shin-Soo Choo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he misses 2-1. Two and two count. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. Popped straight up. Candelario in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the two-hole hitter.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of the series.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll enter play at 313. 8 home runs and 38 runs batted in. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
2-2.
To first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Now batter, left field.
Digging in, Joey Gallo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Drilled to the right side. Goodrum from the outfield grass. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Back now for the Tigers' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. They come in ranked in the bottom part of the league in both strikeouts and runs scored. One player told me, "It's frustrating for sure, but more than anything, I feel bad for our pitching staff. They go out every day trying to keep us in ball games, but right now we're putting a lot of pressure on them to be perfect with the lack of run support we're giving them." Another hitter told me cutting down on the strikeouts is a big point of emphasis as they try to generate more consistent rallies going forward.
The center fielder.
All right, Heidi, thank you. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. Career numbers against Genmar Gomez. He's 1 for 4. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Hit hard up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Grayson Greenier. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 6 home runs and 23 driven in. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. Odor. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next it'll be Jamer Candelario. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit hard back up the middle, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, John.
Now to the plate, John Hicks. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Candelario, the runner at first with 2 gone. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 13 for him on the year, and it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead.
well when it left its bat. I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
The batter, number 7.
Here's Jordy Mercer now.
Shortstop, Jordy.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 0-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. Changeup, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in Michigan, and it's now 2-0 Tigers. Here's Justin Smoak now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, I don't care that pitch didn't light up the radar gun. 89 miles an hour executed two-seamer is almost unhittable.
Here's the 0-1 from Ross. Fouled off. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And he is in there. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And they'll just waste one there. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Ross is 1-2, and he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Candelario is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
The right fielder,
opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. The 1-0 home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stewart is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping into the box, Asdrubal Cabrera. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Rangers leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Riding in once again, Miguel Cabrera. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the first run and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch. And that gets the Black on the outside. A good slider that time.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he will reach down to pluck this one off his shoots out. So fine play there for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Kristen Stewart. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. Hard liner to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. But they're on top 2-0. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. At the plate, Jet Bandy. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going.
Lewis Coleman, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 19. Lewis. Gomez.
First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. Mercer is there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Back to the top of the order now. The one up to bat next, Delino DeShields. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. 2-1.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Shin-Soo Choo. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Mata. And that ends the inning. Rangers set down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Coming to the plate now, Nico Goodrum. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Nico Goodrum.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. High and deep to right center. Chasing after it is DeShields. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And a full count. 3-2 for Mikey Matu.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard. 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Grayson Greenier. First delivery to him on the way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Drilled on the ground to short, and a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible, and if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Zach Curtis takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Curtis.
Jeimer Candelario will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. Grenier rounds third and is digging for the plate, and a relay to the plate, and he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing in the hole, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. No balls and 1 strike. Has a look, now the pitch. And that finds the target, 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Tigers strike for a run on this RBI double. Through 5 innings, it's now 3-0 Tigers. So striding forward now, Elvis Andrus. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Andrus.
Now here's the pitch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
Here's the 0-2. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here's Joey Gallo now.
The left fielder, Joey Gallo.
He's set, and the pitch. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The 1-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Matuk is there. 2 down. stepping in,
Now batting.
Justin Smoke.
The
He
first
hits
baseman.
with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They trail in this one 3-0. Digging in, Jordy Mercer. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. And the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Odor has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. DeShields is there. 2 down.
Now batting. The right field.
At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. A hit in 2 tries so far. And now a pitch on the way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. DeShields is there. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers, but they lead it 3-0. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. Now in the box, Rougned Odor. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
To 1-2 now. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Well, it took him till the seventh, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the seventh inning in this one to come through.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to third, and that's through into left, a base hit. They'll get it in quickly to the second baseman, so it's runners at the corners now with nobody out.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Now at the plate as Dribble Cabrera. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 1-0. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner.
Here he is in his 3rd inning of work out of the pen, which isn't all that common these days. And he's looking a little off right now. These guys aren't used to getting this much work in a single game anymore.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's 1 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and up to hit next it'll be the catcher Jet Bandy. He's set. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. You won't see a guy fooled any more than he was there, as on 3 pitches he becomes out number 2.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Stepping up now, Delino DeShields. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And it's off the wall in front of the bullpen. And he's in safely to third as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Yeah, when that left his bat, I thought it was out of here for a 3-run shot. But to his credit, he didn't hesitate or break into that home run trot. He busted it out of the box and was thinking triple all the way. Well done.
To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Shin-Soo Choo. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. A bouncer up the middle, and this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third, and we are tied at 3 apiece.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think.
Victor Alcantara will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 58, Victor Alcantara.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Line to the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Dero. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Into the box, Joey Gallo. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Gallo is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
He's set. The 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Castellanos is after it. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. It's stretch time in Motown. And we are all. Matt Bush gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
51. Matt Bush.
Next for the Tigers, Kristen Stewart hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
The pitch. A high fastball is in there. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. DeShields is there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Nico Goodrum. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. From the stretch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty, one man out. The 1-2. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. 1 out, nobody on.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And it's fouled away. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-a-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Mikey Matsu. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bush comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback to kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. And you know what else, Matty V? He goes right at the hitters.
2-0 now. Two-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. But someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Front door with the slider. He clips the zone for a called strike.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And now a pitch on the way. Smoke on the ground left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Grayson Greenier, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Tigers leave 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. In now, Justin Smoke. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Justin Smoke.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Popped high in the air. Candelario is there for it. He's got it one away. Into the box now. Odor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Mata going back. Way out of here. Into the upper row of bushes. Wow. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
In now, Nomar Mazara. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Popped him up. Grenier has a play, and that's the second out of the inning. Into the box now as Dribble Cabrera. First pitch on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home with 2 men out. Oh, forget about this one. Bob Bowie. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now 5-3.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
Standing in now, Jet Bandy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Candelario will put this one away, and his side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Sean Kelly is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 27, Sean Kelly.
Digging in and looking for more, Jeimer Candelario. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. He pulls this one into right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his third knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or two before this one ends.
Into the box now, John Hicks. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Candelario on at first, nobody out. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Stepping in now, Jordy Mercer, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Count remains at 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The next 0-2. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Striding in to start the ninth, Delino DeShields, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Cabrera trying to get there, and no one will get this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. 0-2, here it comes.
Nope.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes down.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shin-Soo Choo.
Striding in, Shin-Soo Choo. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. And that's a special home run. Shin-Soo Choo continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And guys, 200 homers is a feat a lot of players never even get close to. If you get to this point, you've definitely established yourself as something of a decent power threat. So you can bet pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into the batter's box. He's definitely earned some respect.
And now Elvis Andrus as he sends it on the ground to first. Backhanded. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
For the Rangers.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Joey Gallo. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch on its way. 4-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Ball 1. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
Popped him up. Goodrum over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But 2 here in the Rangers half of the inning, and they come on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Tigers. It's the Rangers 7 and the Tigers 3. Chris Martin is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Now pitching for Texas, number 31, Chris Martin.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Line towards center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Into the box, Kristen Stewart. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Castellanos gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box, and they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Jose Leclerc takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Leclerc.
Ready for another chance? Nico Goodrum. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. His career numbers against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. None out, runners at first and second. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. From the belt, the pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. He'll come home with it. And he is safe at the plate as he just sneaks in there in time, and it's now a 7-4 game.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Now at the plate, Mikey Matsu. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. On the move is DeShields. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So digging in now, Grayson Grenier. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Called strike at the letters, 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
From the belt, the pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Got Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, as he'll take a look at ball one. This year against right-handed pitching, Candelario is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gallo has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Rangers used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Matt Bush earns the victory out of the
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. In the AL Central, the Rangers sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 7-4. The Boston Red Sox combined for a 4-hitter as they dismantled the White Sox 11-0. Alex Gordon smacked a home run and drove in 3 as the Royals got the victory over the Indians 5-0. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Rays held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they pulverized the Twins 9-1. Masahiro Tanaka got the win, throwing 8 shutout innings, helping the Pinstripes pass the Blue Jays 1-0. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the AL. The San Diego Padres totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles 7-4. The Reds launched 3 home runs as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 7-4. The Pittsburgh Pirates picked up 14 hits in total as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 6-3. Anibal Sanchez earned the win, his 4th this season, helping Washington get past the Marlins 4-1. The Mets combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Ronald Acuna Jr. sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6, leading the Braves past the Cubs 10-6. The Mariners got 18 hits as they stomped the Brewers 12-0. They now have 6 straight victories. The Cardinals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they went home with a walk-off against the Athletics 6-5. Robbie Ray got his 3rd win this season as the Diamondbacks got the victory against the Dodgers 6-1. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. Ty Mallory collected his first ever W at the big league level as the Giants toppled the Rockies 3-2. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.